Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and don't forget to click the bell icon so you don't miss out any of my upcoming videos. My name is Alfia Lindeberg and I'm an expert in AI. And today we're diving into something super exciting, machine learning. I know. It sounds like one of those crazy sci-fi terms, but trust me, by the end of this video, you'll not only know what it is, but also how it's impacting your life right now, without you even realizing it. Alright, so let's start with the basics. Machine learning, or ML for short, is like teaching a computer to learn from data. Imagine teaching a pet to do tricks. The more you train it, the better it gets, right? But instead of treats, we feed the computer data. Data is the lifeblood of machine learning. Think of it like this. Just like you won't be able to solve a puzzle without all the pieces, a computer needs data to learn and make predictions. How does it actually learn? Let's dive deeper into that. So, how does this learning process work? Well, it all starts with algorithms. These are like the brain of the operation. Algorithms are step-by-step instructions that the computer follows to make sense of the data. There are many types of algorithms, but at a high level they can be grouped into three categories: supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and reinforcement learning. Each of these categories tackles different kinds of problems and learns in its own unique way. So let's start with supervised learning. In supervised learning, the computer is given a data set with input-output pairs, like a list of questions and the correct answers. This data is labeled, meaning each example is paired with the right answer, like a math problem with the solution already written down. The computer learns by comparing its own answers to the correct ones and then adjusting its approach to improve over time. This method is great for tasks like predicting house prices, recognizing objects in images, and even diagnosing diseases. The key here is that the computer is supervised with correct answers during its training. Let's say you want to teach a computer to recognize different types of fruit in pictures. You'd start by giving it a bunch of labeled pictures like apples, bananas, oranges. The computer would analyze these images, looking at features like color, shape, and texture. Then, when you show it a new picture, it can predict what fruit it is based on what it learned from the labeled data. Supervised learning is super powerful, but it does require a lot of labeled data, which isn't always easy to come by. Now let's move on to unsupervised learning. This is where the things get a bit more interesting. In unsupervised learning, the data doesn't come with labels or correct answers. Instead, the computer is left to figure out the structure of the data on its own. Imagine giving someone a box of mixed-up Lego pieces without any instructions. The computer has to analyze the pieces, look for patterns, and group similar pieces together. This method is often used for clustering, where the goal is to find groups or patterns in data, like organizing your photos by who's in them, or grouping customers by buying behavior without being told who's buying what. Unsupervised learning is like detective work. The computer has to find hidden patterns or structures in the data, which can be incredibly useful in fields like biology, where scientists might use it to discover new species of plants based on their genetic information. Another example is in market research, where businesses might want to understand customer segments without having predefined categories. Finally, let's talk about reinforcement learning. This is a bit different from the other two. Reinforcement learning is all about learning through trial and error. The computer is placed in an environment and must figure out how to achieve a goal by taking actions that maximize some kind of reward. Think of it like teaching a dog to fetch. Every time the dog brings the ball back, it gets a treat. Over time, the dog learns that fetching the ball equals treats, so it keeps doing it. In the same way, the computer learns to make decisions by getting rewards or penalties based on its actions. Reinforcement learning is used in some of the most cutting-edge technology today, like self-driving cars or even advanced robotics. This system learns by interacting with their environment, giving feedback, and continuously improving the performance. So, we've talked about how machine learning works, but let's not forget about the importance of data. Without good data, even the best algorithms can't perform well. Data quantity and quality and variety all play crucial roles in how well a machine learning model works. But here's the catch. Data isn't always perfect. It can be noisy, incomplete, or biased. And when the data is biased, the models can be too, leading to unfair or inaccurate outcomes. That's why data scientists spend so much time cleaning and preparing data before even starting to train their models. This brings us to one of the biggest challenges in machine learning. How do we ensure fairness and prevent bias? It's a complex issue, but it's actually something that AI community is actively working on. Ensuring that models are trained on diverse, representative data is key to making sure they work fairly for everyone. Alright, now that we got a solid understanding of what machine learning is and how it works, let's talk about how it impacts our everyday lives. Machine learning is everywhere, from recommendations you get on Netflix to the ads you see online, to the way your smartphone recognizes your voice. But it's not just limited to tech giants. Machine learning is also making waves in healthcare, finance, and even agriculture. It's helping doctors diagnose disease more accurately, traders make better investment decisions, and farmers grow crops more efficiently. The possibilities are endless, and as technology continues to evolve, machine learning is going to play an even bigger role in shaping our futures. So, to wrap things up, machine learning is like teaching a computer to learn from data, making our lives easier, more efficient, and even a bit more fun. We've covered supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and reinforcement learning, each with its own unique approach to solving problems. It's already all around us, from what we watch and what we buy to even how we drive. But as with all powerful tools, it's up to us to use it wisely and responsibly. I hope you guys found this video helpful and maybe even a little mind-blowing. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends who might think machine learning is just for robot and rocket scientists. And hey, if you want me to dive deeper into any topics we touched on today, leave a comment below. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.